Previously on Gears.
So yesterday we broke the very tragic news about the two motorcyclists who unfortunately lost their lives at Kyalami over the weekend, and we got a very decent email from ST Dutoy from Motorsport South Africa, just explaining and clarifying their position on everything. And she brought up a very good point as well. The information that of course that I had yesterday was 100% factual and correct, but and we've seen this before with the world of social media, where people just jump to conclusions and the next minute wild rumors get spread around everything. And the reason that there wasn't anything on the MSA, or there wasn't an MSA press release yesterday regarding it, is because Marco Puggi only died yesterday morning. So their press release was only coming out a little bit later. But there were some irresponsible people over the social medias over the weekend who had already announced his death as early as Saturday evening. Yeah. So, that's
terrible.
That is very, very irresponsible, in these kind of situations. So I just wanted to put clarify for MSA, because yesterday I had not a go at them, but I wondered why there wasn't an official press release. And at least she came out and said, listen, they were just waiting for full confirmation. And then, of course, their press release was released during the course of the morning yesterday as well. So, Esty, thanks for coming back to us. Nice to know they listen to us in their offices. Very, very cool. Speaking of motorcycling, let's turn our attention a little bit to the world of MotoGP. Now, last week we had Formula One testing that was taking place in Jerez, but in Sepang in Malaysia there was MotoGP testing as well. Now, the big changes for this season, of course, is Valentino Rossi going back from Ducati back to Yamaha, where, of course, he had a tremendous amount of success over the years as well. Ducati have got Andrea Dovizioso, who goes from the Honda team to Ducati, and, of course, they've still got Nicky Hayden. Well, was it a good move or wasn't it a good move? That's going to be the million-dollar question during the course of the season. The guys that we're going to have to watch out for this year: Jorge Lorenzo, of course, Dani Pedrosa, Valentino Rossi, and the new rider, Marc Marquez, who had his first crash in MotoGP in testing the other day, and he said, listen, it was inevitable, we knew things were going to happen, but fortunately he was okay. So, the Ducatis, just to give you an idea, and the Ducatis have been struggling for the past couple of years. The Ducatis are down in 9th and 10th position. They were 2 seconds off the pace, Nicky Hayden and Andrea Dovizioso. Now, this is where Valentino Rossi was roundabout last year as well. They just couldn't get this bike to work the way that they needed to. So fastest overall over the sessions in Sepang was Dani Pedrosa for Honda. Now, Danny's desperate for a title. Jorge Lorenzo's got 2 or 3 now already. Valentino's got a bazillion, and Marc Marquez is the new boy. So Dani Pedrosa was quickest. He was 0.3 quicker than Jorge Lorenzo, and Valentino Rossi was 3rd. Just a 10th slower than Jorge Lorenzo. So, good decision. All of a sudden, it just also goes to show that a lot of the riding last year and the year before for Valentino Rossi, unfortunately, was because the bike wasn't good enough. That simple. Looks like we're in for a cracking MotoGP season. 27 bikes that we're testing over the course of last week. So let's just hope most of them can get up, because there's a huge gap from like 6th position down to 27th. So we're going to see, unfortunately, Honda and Yamaha just dominating the whole of MotoGP, and then the unfactory Hondas and Yamahas going to be doing up the rest, and then a couple of the Ducatis there as well. So let's just hope they can get a little bit closer to each other, so we have a much more entertaining season of MotoGP. Of course, when the season starts, we will bring you all of the updates right here on Gears, and hopefully get hold of some of the drivers and riders as well. We'll also do the same for the world of superbikes and the superbike under categories as well. We've got Moto 2, we've got Moto 3, and then we've got superbikes, we've got super sport and super stock. So we'll keep you updated with all of those during the course of the 2013 season.
At the next intersection, turn on Gears with Sasha Martinengo. Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.